Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. If y'all like the direction that my channel is going in, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos with anybody else you think may benefit from them, alright? Once again, we're trying to improve the YouTube algorithm so that honestly my platform can be seen more in the YouTube searches, right? And by doing so, that will allow me to grow my channel and eventually monetize it, you know. I figured this is something that I would like to do on the long term, and by making the channel, let's say, grow, getting more, let's say, views and having a little bit more visibility, that would allow me to actually make money where I can then buy a different camera or a different setup or a backdrop, you know what I mean, and start adding music in and all this other stuff. But you know, shit costs money, so that's neither here nor there. So my last video, I talked about tumultuous emotions, and I was kind of going from, you know, my perspective as a young black male, some of the things that I just face that make me feel my emotions rumbling on the inside, you know. And I wanted to kind of caveat off of that and speak specifically about the black dilemma. So that's going to be the topic for today. So I broke it down into 10 different concepts, and I'm just going to jump from the topic, the main concept, and then I'm just going to elaborate on it. So the first thing that contributes to the plight of black people around the world is our perception, our global perception, all right? So for the most part, when the idea of a black American comes in the head, I could say that the stereotype is meant for us to be like criminals, gangbangers, we're all sexually promiscuous, single parent homes, we're considered to be like liquid money, dangerous, not to be respected, ghetto, ignorant, shiftless, lazy, and we're always put into categories of just being like entertainers, athletes, pimps, and hoes. So these traits are pushed globally to only glorify the dysfunction of the black community, and they make our worst characteristics appear to be the standard, and that happens to be what other races expect of us. Like, how many of y'all black people, for example, showed up in a new situation where you might be the only black dude? Well, what's the first thing that someone will do? Hey, what's going on, bro? Da da da. Like, they try to hit you with that bullshit ass movement and like automatically thinking it's cool to hit you with that type of swag. And what I do personally is, like, depending on the situation, I know how to be Machiavellian. I know how to adapt my thinking and my reactions based on the situation at hand. But there have been some times where I just look real stupid at the dude, like, and they already knew, like, oh, okay, he's not a black dude that I can come and hit with that little bullshit homeboy lingo. And then they respect me. Or there's been times where, you know, dudes want to come up and do that, and I go, what makes you think that, like, that's how I'm going to respond to you? And then, you know, they do a double take, like, oh, shoot, I didn't realize, like, and it's like, yeah, okay, like, I didn't come around the corner and automatically go, hey, man, what's going on with your little white boy swag, so why you hit me with that bullshit automatically? But I get it. It's probably because how many movies has he seen where we were acting like that? How many songs has he heard where we were acting like that? How many times has he been out and about and seen black dudes address each other? Yo, what's up, my nigga? Yo, saying da da da, acting all like foolish. So he think automatically, well, Mike, you must be like that too, until I correct him. So this perception demoralizes, divides, and creates black self-loathing, which benefits the dominant white society. All right, so you can find let's say more information about that in the description box below, because this is called like the Black People's Matrix, and it's written by, it's an actual beautiful book. I need to get my hands on it, but they made it like hard as hell to find on Amazon. But it was an author named Franklin Jones, you know what I mean? He kind of like has a powerful description. He goes more into detail about that perception matrix. So I can definitely agree with that. Like, it causes black self-loathing because, you know, none of us really identify with the idea of being doctors, lawyers, physicians, bankers, and people who have a positive contribution to society. We're automatically relegated to just being athletes, entertainers, pimps, hoes, hustlers, drug dealers, you know, pimping and pandering and doing some bullshit. History is manipulated. That's another point. So notice that when you're in school, you'll hear no word about positive black contributions to civilization. You only hear about slavery as the main emphasis, and then there's always this narrative that Africans just sold us into slavery with no regard for our welfare, even though they conveniently leave out that there were so many rebellions, uprisings, revolts, and wars resisting slavery. So, you know, when you go to school and you hear that, you know, African kings just sold you off like cattle, it automatically causes strife between you and Africa. Another thing that it does, if we're only talking about slavery, and that's the only reason why black people are in America, it leaves out the whole fact that we literally lived, it was countless black people that already lived around the whole world like thousands of years before Europe ever even became a thing. You gotta think, black people civilized Europe, not once, but twice. Look into the history of the Moors. Look into the real history of Italy. Look into the real history of Russia. You'll find out that Russia, the language was made by a black man. But if I go modern day into Russia, it's probably going to be like, I'm going to be looked at all weird and everybody going to be hitting me with that racist vibe. So isn't that funny? Toxic cultural values. Now this is on us right here. I mean, of course, you got social engineering and all this other stuff that's playing onto it. But I'm saying black people, we perpetuate this shit ourselves, man. So we're definitely guilty right here. So being a thug and coming out of jail results in more respect given than graduating college. I've seen this with my own eyes. I've heard black girls say, oh, he ain't got no record? Whatever, lame. Like, okay, so he's lame for not having been arrested by the cops? Mind blowing. There's an importance placed on fast money rather than on business. Yeah, let you talk about, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get in the street, man. I'm about to hustle. I'm about to, you know what I mean, flip these birds and, you know, hitting them, saying all type of crap like that. You gonna have mad people like, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I got a plug and mad support. But let you talk about you want to open a grocery store. Let you talk about you want to open up a vending machine service. Let you talk about you got a waste management company that you've been working on. Everybody gonna look at you like, oh, okay. And right over their head, no support, no asking about, hey, so how's your business doing? None of that, right? Being intelligent and well-spoken is lame or white. You're more valued for being street hood and basically for doing anything that perpetuates the stereotype that I mentioned in the first part. Am I lying? Any black people watching the video, am I lying? No fathers in the home. Now I figure that's a real contributing factor to our situation. So since you have a lack of healthy masculine influence to guide, teach, and discipline the youth, this leads to masculine women and effeminate and or hyper-masculine men. So take if I live in a, let's say, underprivileged situation. I'm in the projects, right? I don't have no dad at home, or I don't have a father in the home. I have a hyper-masculine mom who's trying to act like my mom and dad. But that's not going to work because a woman can't raise a man. So then what am I going to do? Where am I going to turn to? Where are the masculine men? More than likely in the street, doing some bullshit because ain't nobody taught them the right way to go about life. So they're just trying to, you know, improvise and figure out as they go. So naturally, I'm gonna be with OGs telling me the pimp game or how to hustle these drugs or, you know, how to avoid the cop. They're gonna be teaching me survival tactics, but no one's teaching me how to flourish. No one's breaking down to me how I can open up a trust fund. No one's sitting down talking to me about a Roth IRA. Or, you know, how I can, instead of going to college and taking on school debt, how I can actually go to a trade school, get something where I'm certified, and then eventually open up my own business. I'm not going to learn that from the dudes out in the street, but those are the only masculine dudes I see. So it's only natural that a young black male without direction will take his ass outside and be on the corner with all the dudes who will either wind up dead or in jail. Am I lying? Fatherless homes are more prone to produce adults that are less educated, more into crime, and not equipped to make it far in life compared to children who are raised with a father in the home. Now, disclaimer, I'm not saying if you got a dude, a abusive father that's high on drugs, that's beating the hell out of you and your mom, like, of course, it's probably better for him to be out of the picture, but let's be a little bit cognizant of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to explain the black plight. So I'm saying, by and large, in general, most dudes are trying to take care of their kids. So if you have a father that's in the home that's doing that, that will actually lead to you probably having a better result in life than lacking his presence. Lack of unity. All right, this is something that we're responsible for, but it's also been ingrained in us ever since the end of slavery, and we have the history to prove it. Everyone's grinding, trying to make it individually versus working together, and there's countless division within our race. It's men versus women, dark skin versus light skin, street dudes versus educated dudes, African versus African American, my hood versus your hood, my gang versus your gang, and so on and so forth. And nobody's working together. You know, so that's just the nature of reality of what we're facing. Feminism and social confusion, all right? This also plays into the fact that fathers aren't in the home. But by black women joining the feminist movement and being empowered, this dismantled the common cause of unity between black men and black women. This weakened the civil rights movement and separated the black family, which crushed the healthy development of specifically black boys. Because I'm talking about black dudes because, listen, man, I didn't make the hierarchy of nature. I didn't do it. I didn't create man first, then women. But that's just the fact. You know, if you're going off every religion, man was created first. So what's that mean? That we're the leaders. We're dominated by logic. We have to, you know, we have to provide, protect, be willing to even die for our family, right? So I figure if you focus on black boys and getting them to where they need to be, black women will automatically follow suit. Not the other way around. Sexual confusion runs rampant as boys are targeted in public schools and treated as less than desirable girls, hindering their growth, and this incentivizes them to emulate and eventually identify as girls. And you're seeing that happen all around. Think about like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? One of the most prominent black economic powerhouses. But go to Atlanta and you'll see it has like the highest gay population. Why is that? And notice that gays are actually protected. Obama even put in laws to protect gays. But he didn't put in laws to just protect regular ass black people. So basically, if you're a black male, you're looking everywhere and it's pointing you towards becoming a woman. All right, you come home, you got a dominant mom. Your dad's not in the picture. You probably been raised to think he ain't shit, he's worthless, and you never really saw him there for anything that you crossed as a milestone as a man. So that supports the feminine imperative. You look around, women are graduating at a faster pace than men. Men are pretty much in jail, broke, or this or that. So you like, damn. Then you notice, all right, in school, all the curriculum is focused on how girls best learn, which is sitting down, controlled, you know what I mean, calm down, be quiet, this, that. That's not boys. Boys are active, you know, there's competition. They want to jump around and all that. But they're gonna hit you with some Ritalin and tell you that you got an ADD or ADHD and there's something wrong with you. They're gonna put you in special ed classes when you want to crack jokes and act silly in class. So it's based on how girls best learn, right? Then on top of that, let you be, let's say you are a strong black dude, you grow up through all of that bullshit and you actually know how to run a household. Where are you gonna find a woman? You're gonna have women that are gonna be resisting you at every turn because they don't want to be told what to do, because feminism is telling them that they don't need no man. So basically you got all the incentives in the world to just be a gay black man. They're not getting killed by the police. Idol worship. Alright, another thing. Boys want to be the next trapper or rapper. But no one's looking up to Malcolm X. Girls admire Cardi B and all these whores, but nobody's looking up to Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, who just passed away in 2016. God bless her soul. Mental health and / mental slavery. Racism, all right, has an impact on your mental health because there's a constant barrage of overt psychological, emotional, and other types of attacks. Religious beliefs. We really believe that we're just cursed by God. So what that does is that just supports everybody being passive and docile, while other races would have been done, literally burn the whole entire United States to the ground. Poverty. Yup, because you have homelessness, a lack of opportunity, no financial literacy, etc. Violence, which causes, honestly, PTSD because you got police brutality and other black people are willing to shoot you because you got on a different color. You'll kill me as your brother, but this police who just killed an innocent black woman, where y'all at right there? So who's really gangster? You'll kill me, but you won't kill the police. Like, come on, bro. What's happening right now? Then you have a lack of black counselors, psychiatrists, and mental health providers. So this makes all black people less inclined to actually go seek professional help. Another thing we got is no group economics. This kind of goes back to no unity. And then you have miseducation, ignorance, and propaganda. Because nearly everything we think about ourselves is a result of advanced social programming. Even our history has been hijacked and it's repackaged, sold back to us. So there you have it. That's the black plight. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to harp on it because I feel like every point is pretty much self-explanatory. And honestly, anybody who's watching this who is black, like, am I lying? Did I make it up? Did I literally just write down a whole bunch of nonsense? Or is that really stuff you can just observe if you just literally use a little bit of critical thinking and just look around and ask yourself, why is that? Got you thinking up here, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So if you got anything from the video, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, come on, bro. Clicking the like is literally like that simple. You know what I'm saying? And it'll just help my channel. But neither here nor there, you know. I salute all of the real ones out there, and I'll holler at y'all in the next video.